Hi, my name's Gregg Fraley, and this is a very brief talk on effective brainstorming. I've done over 1,000 brainstorming sessions, big ones, small ones, virtual ones, live ones, etc. And I've seen them fail and I've seen them work, and I know what it takes to make it work and to make them effective. So let me walk through this very quickly. First of all, you have to be prepared. A spontaneous brainstorming session typically doesn't work, although sometimes that can be helpful in clarifying what it is you really should be preparing for. A good session has a design, it has a plan, and there's a strategy, and you have to execute it according to the plan, and that will get you much better results. It's particularly given COVID times, people are turning to virtual brainstorming sessions, and I think there's a value to that. And I think that there's a value to live sessions. So it's not one or the other, it's both, if at all possible. Secondly, everybody thinks of brainstorming as a group activity, and they think of brainstorming as something that always happens with a group. Well, actually, you need both individual work on a challenge or a problem and group work. They both have value. You don't want one or the other, you want both. Any session, any design, any brainstorming plan is better off if you have an expert facilitator. Someone like myself, but someone who has training at least in the basic tools and techniques, guidelines and frameworks associated with effective brainstorming. And those folks are not that plentiful. There's a few around, and if you find one, hold on to them and learn from them, because that's how you'll be more effective in the future. You need varied tools, and this is part of the planning, in an effective brainstorming session. And you have to think of a session as over time. It's not a one-day thing. It's not a 3-hour thing. It's a little bit of time over a few weeks, at least a couple weeks. That gets you better results. Your mind needs time to incubate, to think, to come up with ideas that answer the question that you framed up. And the problem framing is part of preparation. Okay, so varied tools: brain writing, brain walking, meditative tools, reflective tools, dynamic active tools, tools that invoke play and improvisation, and tools that have you doing sophisticated mashups, all helpful in coming up with better results. Careful data collection, both during the session and careful data analysis around the ideas and convergence on the best ideas afterwards. Super important. You have to have a plan for that. Again, preparation. And finally, trend data, global trend data around your industry or outside your industry, and concepts like digital technology and input from your customers are all super helpful in terms of coming up with more and better ideas. So if you want a session that gets you a breakthrough idea, you have to plan for it and do all these other things I'm mentioning. I've got a course coming up on effective brainstorming. Please join me if you would. Otherwise, I hope this was a little bit helpful. Send me an email if you have questions. I'm Gregg Fraley. Have a good one. Get some ideas. They help.